I got an exclusive look inside the top-secret Virgil Abloh archive for GQ's latest issue. Hi, I'm Samuel Hine, GQ's global fashion correspondent. In the years since Virgil Abloh's death, a team of archivists has been working to catalog approximately 20,000 of his garments, shoes, bags, documents, pieces of art, and personal mementos. Now, we're revealing it all for the first time. What was immediately apparent when I walked through the facilities was Virgil Abloh and his team saved everything. There were boxes of receipts and plane tickets. There were shelves and shelves of bags. There were over 6,000 pairs of sneakers. Virgil was a really singular creative force. He had an unbelievably prolific output in a very short amount of time across Off-White, Louis Vuitton, and the many collaborations, art exhibitions, and design projects he was working on at any given time. To Virgil, the doodle of an idea was almost as important as the actual final product. So as I started digging into the archive, I was able to trace some of his important designs from start to finish. For example, at the bottom of one box, I found a muslin fabric sample of the so-called mid-layer harness, which was sort of a touchstone piece from Virgil's first Louis Vuitton men's show. When I found the very first physical sample of his very first idea at LV, that to me was kind of like the Raiders of the Lost Ark moment. Finding this thing buried in the bottom of a box amidst thousands and thousands of other boxes. Virgil was also an obsessive collector. Everyone knows that he was a fan of the Belgian designer Raf Simons. I had no idea just how deep that went. I found not one, not two, but over a dozen of some of the most important coats that Raf Simons has ever made in the Virgil Abloh archive. And to me, that was just one of many testaments that I found of how Virgil was the ultimate enthusiast and fan of fashion. And he was someone who always supported people whose ideas he loved and whose work he admired. Throughout my reporting, it felt like Virgil was thinking archivally, that he was building a legacy to leave behind. The foundation that runs the archive is planning to eventually open it to the public so that Virgil's legacy can inspire future generations. In the meantime, you can explore my story on the Virgil Abloh archive at gq.com.